Hi Internet friends, it's Tim Schrock at Design Build Solutions. On today's Tech Tip Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to put electrical symbols with different colors representing new, existing, and objects to be replaced for your electrical plans. Let's get started. So Jerry asked on the Facebook group how to get these electrical symbols showing gray symbols as existing objects, blue symbols as objects to be replaced, and red to be new electrical symbols. So I've set up layers with electrical existing. The name's called electrical existing, electrical replace, and electrical new. The existing I gave a gray color, replace I gave a blue color, and new I left as red. Then when I drop in these objects, of course, if I drop in a outlet here and click on that, it's by default going to go onto the electrical layer. I'm going to delete these and just show you how I created this schedule to pop up with the colors red, gray, and blue in the schedule as well as the plan view. So if I drop three electrical objects here, and the same could be done for switches, right? These are all on the electrical layer. If I select all of them and go down here, object layer is electrical. The electrical objects, I'm going to select them individually and change the layer to electrical existing. Click OK. Electrical replace and click OK. And this one I wouldn't have to necessarily change. I could maybe leave this on the electrical layer, but just for now I'm going to put it on the electrical new layer and click OK. Now just because I have these on separate layers changes the object in the plan view, but it does not change the schedule. As soon as I change some information, because this is showing the one symbol represents all three of these objects, and I'm not sure why it's picking the red versus the blue or the gray, but that's what it's doing. Now if I go into the existing one here, and let's say I change object information as, let's change the comment to existing. Now it's got a comment to break out this one separate from the other two in the schedule. And so since this comment is different than these two that are blank, it shows up as the gray symbol that this, symbol, because of the layer color that this is showing up on. Let's change this one to object information, show this one as the comment is replace, and there's the blue showing up. And this comment will be new. And there we go. We have all three outlet symbols popping up here. For the layer column, that's not out of the box. What I did was go into object information and I created a new field called layer. And if I'm going to do this on all three, I'm going to shift, drag, and select that. And I'll select these switches as well and open them all up, because all of them I want the layer to have the field value small case letters, %layer, %, and it will put in what layer they are on as well. If you wanted to not do the comments, say for instance, let's remove the comments from this. Let's remove the comments. Because the layer is different, that would also work instead of adding the comments. So if you just change the layer now on the switches, let's change this layer to electrical existing. Look at that, because this layer is new information separate from the two switches that this represents. These two are on the electrical layer, so both of these would stay as one line in your electrical schedule. Let's change this to electrical replace and electrical new. So if you didn't want to have to change these all the time, what could we do so that it doesn't happen? Now, it won't work from here necessarily. We can add toolbars to do that, but let's just add this to our, you could set it as the default. And so we click yes, and any new outlets you drop here are going to be on the electrical. Set this one as the default. Set the replace as the default, and so any new outlets you drop in here will be the electrical, it will be the replace one, and set this one as the default. And so now new outlets will be the default that way. Or we could add this to our library. Duplex, let's change the name of that, new. Add this replace to our library. Duplex replace. And add this one to our library. There it is. So now let's delete all of our outlets. And so I'm just going to go existing. I want to replace this one and drop new ones in here. And that then will follow your electrical schedule. Do the same with your switches. Keep your, maybe put these into a folder, your custom electrical folder. Now, the great thing is, if it's in your library, let's do a new file. I'm going to quickly draw some walls. Let's drop some existing in here. Existing, boom, boom, boom. Right? And suddenly we've got the electrical existing layer pops up here. Okay. This one I'm going to replace these two. I'm going to say replace these with, can I replace both of those? There we go. That's the symbol. I can't select both and replace them, unfortunately. I'd have to, I was going to try to replace these from the library. I'd just have to replace one at a time. Duplex, replace. There's that one. So that one would get replaced. And then what do you know? Look at this. The electrical replace layer pops up. It's got the right color already. Or I might just do this and do replace. And then notice I have the electrical existing and electrical replace layers. I do not have the electrical new layer yet. And notice my electrical schedule. The description, the description already pops up because that's the name of the library object. So there you go. Duplex new one right there. Real simple. Put it in the library and then your description pops up, and that'll save your electrical schedule. You don't have to do any of that work of the layers or field value type of thing. Field value didn't even come through. Interesting. All right. Hey, I just learned something. That's kind of cool. I'm going to have to keep these and use those in my plans in the future. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like this educational material, please click like and subscribe, share among your friends. And if you would, consider leaving a small tip at paypal.me/designbuildsolutions. Have a great week. Thanks.